Welcome back. Part two, talking about the sacred prostitute and what that has to do with your life, especially as men who love men. Um, this is an image of the ancient goddess Isis, the Egyptian goddess. She was a healer, and one of the aspects in which her healing took place was about midwiving the dying, about kind of holding a space for one to leave this realm to the next. And so she truly was a sacred prostitute in that the ways in which touch and ritual and tension was held. And I bring that to you, during early AIDS years, there was a brother who's well known in our community who did what I call midwiving the dying work, or sacred prostitute work, in that he would be with people who were sick or in bed dying. And what he would often do in his work was he would get undressed with them, he'd crawl into bed with them, and they may be hooked up to IVs and tubes and all kinds of things, but he would hold them, or he would kiss them, or he would just caress them, or maybe even though they may not be fully awakened erotically, to give pleasure to them, so that there's a way in which touching allows one to move from one realm to the other. That's the perfect metaphor of some of the work that we're going to play with, and just and play is the key. Play with in ways in which we, as gay, queer, bi, trans men who love men, how we touch each other, can hold each other, so that we become more awake to who we are, and that pleasure heals the shame that we've been carrying around, whether it's explicitly or implicitly kind of hidden in our bodies. And we'll talk about that more. But to drop that shame so that you can be more fully of service. And God knows, I believe, in these times, we need to awaken those healers within us. And the sacred prostitute and the erotic spiritual touch that we can do with each other can be a part of the pathway of this revolution of love to change not only ourselves but the world. So, namaste.